various hazards associated with earthquakes, volcanic eruption, and landslide. Learning competency, the learners shall be able to describe the various hazards that may happen in the event of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and landslides. You say about the earthquake that hit Perak, Pampanga, or casualties and death. Do the activity entitled Earthquake Simulation Activity. Skills needed. Tray. Small model houses. Small trees. Soil. Miniature animal and human toy. Procedure. Number 1. Using the materials listed, create a mini community on a tray. Number 2. Slightly create tremor by shaking the tray. 3. Observe what happens to the mini community. Questions. Does shaking affects your mini community? 2. How would you relate the activity in real life situation? Conclusion. Let us discuss. Earthquake. What are the different hazards caused by earthquake? The Philippines is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Our country is also located near the boundary of active tectonic plate, and the Philippine plate is pushed up by active Pacific plate, hence would likely to experience an earthquake. What makes earthquake more dangerous are the different hazard that it may brought. Let us discuss each. A. Ground shaking is the vibration of the ground due to plate movement or seismic waves during an earthquake. Surface faulting, the tearing of the ground when the movement of the fault deep within the earth breaks through the ground surface. The picture shows the road in San Juan Nepomuceno leading to Betis in Guagua, Pampanga damaged by the magnitude 6.1 earthquake that rocked central Luzon and Metro Manila on April 22, 2019. C. Tsunamis is a very high, large waves or seismic sea waves caused by sudden movement of the ocean floor due to earthquake, volcanic eruption, man-made explosion and on some occasional landslide. The picture shows a tsunami triggered by an earthquake. D. Liquefaction occurs when vibrations or water pressure within a mass of soil cause the soil particles to lose contact with one another. This condition is usually temporary and is most often caused by an earthquake vibrating water-saturated fill or unconsolidated soil. The force of earthquake force the soil particles to loosen, and saturated with water. In this case the ground starts behaving like a liquid. This affects houses and roads. The picture shows soil liquefaction during 1990 earthquake in Dagupan City. Volcanic eruption. What are the hazards of volcanic eruption? Let us watch the video. See what are the different hazards of a volcanic eruption. Subducting plate and Philippines location along the Pacific Ring of Fire makes our country vulnerable to volcanic disaster. Just recently, this month of January 2020, from long inactivity Mount Taal showed its furious eruption affecting many people, plants, and animals. The pictures show how dangerous Mt. Taal eruption is. What makes it more dangerous are the different hazards it may bring. What are the hazards of volcanic eruption? Hazards related to volcanic eruption. A. Lahars. Lahars are hot or cold mixtures of water and volcanic debris that form when volcanic materials interact with water, ice, snow, or loose wet sediments. Lahars are most dangerous close to a volcano, but large lahars may rapidly travel many tens of kilometers from a volcano, along river valleys, so they can pose a threat to people and infrastructure far beyond the volcano's slopes. Here shows a lahar from Mt. Mayon eruption. B. Pyroclastic flow. Pyroclastic flow is a high-speed avalanches of hot ash, rock fragments, and gas can move down the sides of a volcano during explosive. Steep side of a growing lava dome collapses and breaks apart. These pyroclastic flows can be as hot as 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit and move at speeds of 100 to 150 miles per hour. Such flows tend to follow valleys and are capable of knocking down and burning everything in their paths. C. Ashfall. Ashfall consists of rain of abrasive volcanic ash consisting of tiny jagged particles of rock and natural glass blasted into the air by a volcano. Ash is dangerous to the health of people and livestock, flying aircraft, damage electronics and machinery, and interrupt power generation and telecommunications. Carry ash thousands of miles, affecting far greater areas and many more people than other volcano hazards. Even after a series of ash-producing eruptions has ended, wind and human activity can stir up fallen ash for months or years, presenting a long-term health and economic hazard. Shows a reduced visibility due to ashfall January 13, 2020 at Lemery, Batangas. Volcanic gases. Volcanoes emit gases during eruptions. Cracks in the ground allow also gases to reach the surface through small openings called fumaroles. More than 90% of all gas emitted by volcanoes is water vapor, most of which is heated groundwater. Other common volcanic gases are carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen, and fluorine. Sulfur dioxide gas can react with water droplets in the atmosphere to create acid rain, which causes corrosion and harms vegetation. Carbon dioxide can sink and trapped in low areas, which is deadly to people and animals. Fluorine, which in high concentrations is toxic, can be adsorbed onto volcanic ash particles that later fall to the ground. The fluorine on the particles can poison livestock grazing on ash-coated grass and also contaminate domestic water supplies. Ballistic projectiles. Projectiles are volcanic materials which are directly ejected from volcanoes' vent with force and trajectory. These objects endangered life and property due to force of impact of falling fragments. Lava flow. Lava is made from can erupt as fire fountains or lava flows, when it is runny, or as steep-sided domes, when it is viscous. Lava may destroy buildings and infrastructure, but it moves relatively slowly, so is rarely a direct threat to people. Can you share some additional hazard of volcanic eruption? Landslide. Is landslide dangerous? Is it dangerous? Slides include a wide range of phenomena involving downslope ground movement, such as rock falls, deep slope failure, shallow debris flows, and avalanches. Landslides occur when masses of rock, earth material, or debris flows move down a slope due to gravity. Landslides can occur on any terrain if the conditions are right, and cause significant damage and casualties to people and property. Elaborate. Make a reflection for today's lesson. How would you apply the knowledge learned from this lesson in real life? Evaluate. Multiple choice. Best answer. 1. The following are the hazards of an earthquake except ground shaking, liquefaction, plastic flow, tsunami. Number 2. It refers to hot or cold mixtures of water and volcanic debris that forms when volcanic materials interact with water, ice, snow, or loose wet sediments. Ashfall. Magma. Number 3. It occurs when masses of rocks, earth material, or debris flows move down a slope due to gravity. Earthquake. Landslide. Flow. Pyroclastic flow. Number 4. What is this very high, large waves or seismic sea waves caused by sudden movement of the ocean floor due to earthquake, volcanic eruption, man-made explosion, and on some occasional landslide? Landslide. Tsunami. Volcanic eruption. Number 5. That occurs when vibrations or water pressure within a mass of soil cause the soil particles to lose contact with one another. Liquefaction. Landslide. Tsunami.